Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 9 is Baby Maker Extreme 2 on the Xbox 360. It is an indie game recommended by listener and sometime JoyPod contributor Matt Murray. It's a really good shout because I'd been meaning to pick it up for ages because I found out after Mount Your Friends came out that this was made by Daniel Steger, the same guy.
Oh,
so
right.
it's from the maker of Mount Your Friends, which should, that's a recommendation. You're in hospital, you hammer B like mad, and once this countdown is complete, a lady gives birth and fires a baby off down the corridor of the hospital. And there's a randomly generated selection of injured people on waiting area and tables and doctors and stuff. You have 2 moves, and you can only pull them off you only have one of each. So you can dive very fast, or you can rise up, sort of a mid-air jump.
Right.
Once you've used them, that's it. The only way you can get those moves back is if you hit something that's tinged with this sort of turquoise light. So intermittently, every 5 things or sort of 3, at random, they've got these turquoise light around them.
Right.
When you hit them, you bounce back up and you get the 2 moves back. So it's just sustaining it as long. It's like an endless runner, more or less. You have to sort of sustain it for as long as you can, and just using the 2 moves at the right time. It's very, very simple. It's just like hitting the right spot to earn a collectible every time, because you have to bounce. Once you work out how the baby moves through the air and how it moves at certain speeds and stuff, you can really keep it going for a really long time, and it's really it's a surprisingly taut game just in terms of its controls. It's funny as well, needless to say. There's all sorts of sort of arcane and weird costumes and hats and bait for your baby you can have. You can even have your avatar bouncing down, although not naked. You have to be wearing the clothes that you're wearing. It's 80 Microsoft points. Again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but it's so terrible that they can't have leaderboards, because this is the best things on Xbox Live indie games. They're all score stack games, and this is another example. After you've come out of the hospital, you go through the town, you end up in a mall, and it gets weirder than that afterwards. It's 80 Microsoft points. I highly recommend it. It's not it's not in the same breathing space as Mount Your Friends, but what the fuck is